One of the things that writers ask all the time is how to keep their work sustainable and how to keep creating their work on a regular basis. And I really believe that some writers will tell you have to write every day. That can't always be realistic. We have things that intervene in our lives with our families, and most everybody works 5 days a week. Why shouldn't writers be able to do that as well? But generally, writers will set up one of two different kinds of goals for their work so that they know they're getting stuff done on a given day. Some people will write to a given amount of time, and some people will write to a given word count. As long as you're working on a draft, I find that these work pretty well. I like to work to a given word count, say 500 words or 1,000 words, and then as I get comfortable with that count, I can build up and go to longer and longer counts. Some people like to work for a set amount of time, say 30 minutes or an hour or 2 hours, just to know that they're getting in the work that they want to be doing and checking in each day with the work. Sort of it helps to have that box to check off in your day to make sure that you're doing the work. But one of the things that I think is really important about sustaining the work and keeping it easy to manage and easy to flow in and out of from day to day, or even after a couple of days when a weekend comes, is to always make sure that you end in a spot where you know what's going to happen next. So, for example, if I'm working towards 1,000 words on a given day, rather than stopping right when I hit 1,000 words, maybe I'm not sure what's going to happen next, or maybe I'm in the middle of something, I always make sure that I stop at a place after that 1,000 words where I know what's going to happen next. Something along the lines of a character just got to the top of an escalator and I know who's at the top waiting for him, or a character just knocked on the door and I know who's going to open that door, so that the next day when I go back to my project, I can jump right into it more easily because I know that piece that I need to write next, right after that. Rather than spending a lot of time reading the work that I did before and kind of reconstructing where that was going, if I stop right at that place where I know what's going to happen, it makes it really easy for me to jump in and get going again the next day. Generally speaking, I find that somewhere around that goal mark, I'll either be going along well, or I'll get to kind of a hump that I need to push over to get back to the place where the writing is flowing. And I always make sure that I stop at that place where the writing is flowing and I know what's going to happen. Never stop at a place where you're sort of at the bottom of a pit and you don't know where things are going. It just makes it harder to get going the next day.